What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in to the Triple M Boxing channel, your source for all your boxing needs. And man, SB 2024 has been extremely amazing for boxing. Wouldn't you agree?
100%. One of the best years. We said 2023 was one of the best, man. I think 2024 it was a close fight against 2023, but I think this one takes the cake.
100%, man. 2024 at the beginning, it was kind of digging deep, but eventually it started growing and growing, and we started seeing fights we never thought we would see happen, and here we are now, just at the end of year recap. We got a whole lot of awards to give out, the Triple M awards,
Hmm.
But let's go over the whole year, man. Let's recap of the 2024. We'll obviously start off with the most exciting KO of the year. I'll start on this one, man. Just thinking about all the huge knockouts that happened this year. Number one, Joshua Ngannou, unbelievable.
That's a close one. That was a close one for me too, man.
Right? That was insane. Another one, Zhang against Wilder. Holy smokes, Wilder looks
Oh,
away. Boom! He's out. That was very,
yeah.
that was kind of
That
nuts,
was
not gonna
devastating.
lie. Very devastating. And then there's another one. There's Tim Tszyu against Mertzaliev. Mertzaliev just flatlined, homie. But for my KO of the year, man, and with all these great knockouts, I have to give it to Inoue versus Neri. Neri got Inoue down one of the rounds. Inoue woke up, and what did he do? He put him out. And in my
Right hand.
opinion, that deserves the KO of the year. How about you?
That's a good one, man. To add to that, for him, I think it was a uppercut first. It was a two right hands in a row that got him down. That was a devastating KO. Mine's a little different, man. But although I can see why he chose that, there's a lot of KOs. But we forgot about Tank and Martin,
Mm.
man. That was a beautiful KO too, man. But my KO of the year goes to Mr. Canadian himself, Lucas Bahdi. That one was ridiculous. Just like it's not even about the fight. It's just him being able to put Buddy down like that is crazy. He looked like literally after that was it a left hook? I believe it was a left hook. Um, but he man, the guy just planked. He just did a plank there, and I got scared a little bit, man. The guy was moving for a bit, but his opponent was able to recover after the fight. But obviously that was just automatic KO. But yeah, I got to give it to him, man. That was a great knockout, eye
Bro,
catching knockout. Nasty,
nasty, nasty KO. Buddy had his booty cheeks facing the lower,
the other way,
facing
bro.
the lower. Exactly.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, that was kind of crazy. But man, all great knockouts, nevertheless, man. Now, the second category, and I guess this is gonna be on every other boxing channel's upset of the year. I think
there's
we
only
can all
one.
agree. There's only one. You goddamn right. There's only one, and that was Surace versus Jaime Munguia. It
Should
was
be
a sad day.
unanimous. It was hey, man. This is boxing, but we both agree. I think a lot of people agree. It should be unanimous. Surace can't even pronounce his name. He beat one of the top guys in the division, the one that Canelo couldn't knock out. He knocked him out with eight. We can also argue that can be KO of the year. You know what I mean? With that right hand was deadly, man. Munguia got up, but he got up at like after 11 seconds. It was just a second too late, and it was done. Even when he got up, his legs weren't there. He probably would have gotten real hurt if the ref would have continued. But I upset of the year, 100%. He Brand, Bruno Brandon. I don't even know his first name, but Surace gets my nod, man, and gets both of us. It was a great performance, and because of that fight, there's a lot of bigger fights that he's gonna get, and hey, man, we might see him again next year as another upset of the year because the fight that he's gonna get against the bigger names, he's obviously gonna be the underdog again.
Big time, man. And next thing you know, 2025 upset of the year goes to Surace against Canelo. Who knows,
Oh,
man?
see,
Bro,
that's
I don't.
even gonna be a bigger upset of the year. That's crazy.
But I want to take that comment back just in case Canelo sees this. I love Canelo. I don't want no hate. I was just messing around. But we'll move on to the next category, Coach of the Year. Who do you got for this one?
I got Robert Garcia as the coach of the year. First and foremost, I think he has 3 world titles. Rayo, great performance against Pitbull, secured the 140 pound belt against, he was obviously the underdog coming in that fight. He came up from 135. Um, Obviously Pitbull just knocking out Rolly. He was on a roll. He was the man. A lot of people just thought he was gonna bulldoze. He's just gonna bully Ryo, but hey, Ryo came in. He boxed really well. He was throwing. He won. He beat Pitbull clean unanimous decision, in my opinion. Um, Vergil Ortiz, man, we're gonna move like that win against Bohachuk. For him to come back after getting knocked down twice, although it was a close fight, in my opinion, could have gone either way. We still got to give the credit to Virgil and his team, which is Robert Garcia, for getting that win. Um, and obviously Bam.
Mm,
Bam's been active. Bam's been just pretty much walking down his competition. It's like nothing. So kudos to Bam and his team. Obviously Garcia's. So I got Robert Garcia unanimous as well as my coach of the year.
yeah, I'm in agreement with you there, man. That whole stable, whatever Garcia's doing in that gym, man, bro, he's doing it right. The proof's in the pudding.
Yep.
So
And
Robert
there's
Garcia, man.
there's a bigger fights coming up though, because Virgil already got a fight. Bam, he's trying to get Inoue. And Rayo, man, Rayo's the champion, so there's a lot of options for him next year, and Robert Garcia, if they're successful again next year, he could very well be another Coach of the Year award, man.
I agree, man. 2025 is looking great for Garcia's gym, man. Now, the next category we have is Fight of the Year. Now, bro, like we said in the beginning, 2024 has been absolutely insane.
There were
Amazing
lots.
fights left, tons, bro, tons left, right, and center. We got Fury twice. We got to see Fury and Usyk twice. That's the second one. Arguably could have been Fight of the Year. Well, sort of, really, maybe,
Yeah,
right? But for me, Fight of the Year, I have Ortiz versus Bohachuk. Fan friendly,
great fight,
amazing,
great
violence,
fight,
beautiful boxing. And in my
everything.
opinion, that deserves it, right? Well, obviously, there's another one that you're going to talk about, but man, amazing boxing. How about you?
Man, that was now that you really said that, I'm really stuck between those two fights. That being number one, man. But I gotta give it to you, like that fight against Virgil and Bohachuk, man. I just thought they should have just ran it back. Should have been a rematch. We saw everything. We saw power. We saw boxing. We saw movements. We saw knockdowns. We saw people, Virgil recovering, and it was a very close decision. Like I said, that could have gone either way. And it went to Virgil. That's why I thought it should have been a rematch. But hey, Virgil's gonna fight Madrimov. We'll see what happens then, man. But my fight of the year goes to the girls, the women. It goes to Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, the rematch. Man, it had pretty much everything as well. We had big cut, nasty cut. Serrano recovering and actually fighting back, trying to bully Taylor. But we also saw Taylor at her finest, man. She was boxing, moving, and they went to war again. Like the first fight, they guard down, just punching each other, not just being reckless. Although it kind of looked like they're being reckless, but they're still showing boxing skills. They're both digging deep. It was a thing of beauty to me, and I thought that that's I give that edge just by a little bit to Bohachuk and Ortiz. but both fights were great. And there's, like I said, there's a lot more that happened. We just thought those two fights were the slightly better fights. 2024.
It's true. It's just beautiful, beautiful violence
Mm,
in both of them, man. Just unbelievable. I love it. I
that's
love
the
it.
one.
Now, the next category we're going over is prospect of the year, and I think we're both in agreements to this.
There's UD. Another
It's UD as
UD.
well. Another one. It goes to Mr. Abdullah Mason. Now, this kid, man, in my opinion, because he's young, like
Yep.
he's real young. Like his strength at that age, unbelievable. And he
He's not
just
even his weight yet. He's
yeah, like
yeah.
not he hasn't fully grown in yet. And like in my opinion, I think he's just one of the most well-rounded prospects for 2024, in my opinion. How about you?
But absolutely. He has he pretty much has everything. The defense, the power, slickness, um, technique. But scratch that, man. We all know, like even last year, we all knew he had that in him, and he was able to showcase that. I give him the prospect of the year, not just because of that, because we knew all of this. I gave it because he was able to recover, man. That last fight that he had, he's been active, but the last fight that he had, man, he got knocked down twice.
Hmm.
Yeah, he got knocked down twice early. He had to find something. He was in a position where he wasn't, he was never there before, right? So by him recovering and getting dude out, we saw the dog. Actually, we saw the dog in him first. He's not one of those guys where he got hurt. He kind of plays defense, but no, he was able to recover well, still be still have a senses, relaxed. He looked like a true veteran out there. That's why I give him the prospect of the year, man, because the way he was able to finish that fight was a thing of beauty, in my opinion.
I agree. It was a work of art, man. Like that's experience right there, man. Even though he
Yeah.
hasn't really had that many pro fights yet, but just given his background, the amount of amateur fights he has, that's experience. And
Yep.
he's still so early in his career too, man. So there's going to be a lot of big things coming out of Abdullah Mason in the years to come. And the only thing I hope is that 2025, he's still not the prospect of the year.
No,
Like
you better not. At
he
least
better
get
not be.
at least get an interim belt or something. Like get something at this. Like I think he's at that level now where he can fight for maybe a world title, but a title of some sort. Give him a belt.
Yeah, give him something.
Yeah, yeah.
2025, give him a belt. Just give it to him, man. Come on, right?
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
It'll happen in due time, man. Now the next category here is fighter of the year, fighter of the year. Now, like I keep saying, man, like 2024 has just been absolutely nuts. We've seen our favorite fighters go to war. A lot of them have taken their first loss.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Garcia, you know.
Yep.
Well, not sorry, not Garcia, but
Haiti?
quote unquote Haney, right?
Not anymore.
But not anymore. Exactly. It was overturned, but we've seen a lot of things happen this year, right? But fight of the year, I think it's a UD as well. I, in my opinion, we gotta give it to Usyk, man. Gots to.
We have to. We have to, man. And I agree. There's a lot of close fighters that are, in my opinion, can be the fighter of the year. We have obviously Inoue. That was my second close one. He probably would have topped it off if because he was supposed to fight this year.
Hmm.
But obviously it got postponed, so that kind of ruined it for him. But him being active, fighting his mandatories, I think that deserves a nod for fight of the year. It just sucks that his fight got canceled, but it's not his fault. But yeah, man, I gotta give it to Usyk. Usyk, man, beating Fury twice. To the very edge, just edging the fight out just a little, just by a point or two. You know, I think that deserves the biggest nod as a fight of the year. He is, man. He's just a guy of his word, man. He's the way he boxed Fury. It was a close fight, but just the way he went about the whole thing, he was never intimidated. Fury tried his antics, and the way he was just calm during the storm showed me that he's just a stone cold killer, man. That's what it shows. And so I give him the nod for the fighter of the year, and I think it's well deserved.
I agree, man. And I just like Usyk as a person, man. You know, there was a video of him. One of the interviewers asked him, if you were to get Fury something for Christmas, what would you get him? And he's like, I'd get him a chocolate rabbit. What? Like, who says that? And like,
Yeah,
I just his personality in and out of the ring is just
it's
it's just
funny.
something else, man. And like you said, he was able to get the edge in both fights. He knows how to win.
Yeah,
And in my
no one's
opinion,
beat
like,
him.
dude, no one's beating him. And that just goes to show, like, bro, like he has to be fight of the year for
Yeah,
everyone else's cards. It has to be. Who else
yeah.
would you give it to, right? Like you said, it could have been Inoue. It should have been Inoue, right? But that got postponed. Who else is there?
No, not so much, but him, man. I mean, to go undisputed, first ever, in a belt era, beating Fury, and to rematch the guy that people were saying it was a close fight because you just won because of the knockdown, which I firmly believe so. He won that first fight because of the knockdown. He proved, man. He's proved over and over again that I will that he is the best fighter this year, and I 100% agree.
Yeah, man. Now the last category we're going over. This is the Triple M 2024 award. And I think this is UD as well, man. It's gonna be UD for this
Yeah,
one as well. It has to go to it's going to Usyk, man. The man's cleared house in cruiserweight, in heavyweight, in the amateurs. What's next for this guy?
he's just a winner.
Accomplishment wise, yeah, he's just a winner, right? What else is next for him?
Nothing, man. Based on our last episode, we just want him to retire at this point. Like what? Like you beat you beat Fury twice. You beat Joshua twice. Doesn't make sense for you to beat Wilder now. Who else? Dubois. You already beat Dubois. That's the other champion. You have all the belts. He said he wants to go down to cruiserweight and fight Better BF. You already beat Better BF in the amateurs. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I think Usyk is just crazy enough. He's just like to fight, man. If he keeps winning like this, it doesn't really matter. But I feel like, again, I think he's just if he continues to fight, he's just gonna fight until he loses, which is fine, But I just think right now is the best way to retire after beating both guys.
I agree, man. He's cemented himself in history as one of the quote unquote, arguably one of the greats, right?
And
So just
I agree
retire,
with that.
man, right? And just take the Triple M award for 2024 and
Time to
walk
enjoy your
away. You know what
family,
I'm saying?
man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But
Yeah.
let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys in agreement with a bunch of our awards for a bunch of our our top awards? KO of the year, upset of the year. Man, if there's another upset, you gotta let us know, but I don't think there is. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. And until next time, we are the opposite of in, out.